Lego Company has new packaging that's appearing in stores in Europe and soon in the United States later this year. The old packaging looks like this, and this is the packaging for the minifigures. If you buy 3, you would get a clamshell. Now you're going to get cardboard that's recyclable and therefore much more sustainable and aware of a company. The big question AFOLs are wondering is it the same? Is it the same in volume? Will I be able to get the same amount of Lego when I do it? So I'm going to do an experiment with my 1x1 plates, tiles, and I am going to see how much it holds in here, how much it holds in here, and whether it's the same. And I'll do it again with the smaller Lego cups. Here is what fit into the box, covering it over. It's a little fat on this side. I am going to try to close it and see if it'll close all the way. It did close all the way. It's pretty solid. I don't think I could get too much else in there. Now I'm going to put it into the cup to see how much space it takes. Look at that. I would say the volume is pretty darn close. So we'll just close this up here. And yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, now the big question is this. Now, when you buy a cup of Lego bricks at the Lego store, you can usually, first of all, we haven't filled this little hole in the top. And usually you can overstuff it and then let them tape it, and they'll still allow you to buy it. Now these are reusable, so you probably wouldn't want to tape them because you'll be able to bring them back to the store, probably get 25 cents off of it, just like that. But yeah, so that's the question. Will I be able to overstuff it and just do like that and still get my cup for the same price, or my box for the same price? The next question I'm sure people are wondering is about 2x4 bricks. How many 2x4 bricks can you fit in here versus here? Because this is square. So if you're trying to do a lot of shapes, long brick shapes, you might be better off with this size container. Okay, but it's not looking so bad so far. Smaller container, and as you can see, I have pretty much stuffed it up. Oops, that happens a lot. Let me try to close it. I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so the question is, would this be acceptable? I would think so. It still kind of closes. I'm planning on taking rubber bands to the Lego store so I can hold them closed that way. Right? Wouldn't that be good? Now I'm going to put it in this cup and see how that looks. Okay, I'm looking at this and I would say pretty darn close. There's some holes here that a little shaking will fix, and then it's a little overstuffed, but there's this area in the top. So let's do a little shaking to fill those holes. Yeah, pretty darn close. I would say not too shabby. Let's go for it. And at some point, as I say, they're going to stop letting you refill the cups. So that's kind of the sad thing, that if you have all these cups, then what do you do with them, right? Well, they'll become collector's item. You can be sure of that. Collector's items, these cups. Maybe people will sell them as tumblers for use when you are drinking at your Lego party. I was going to stack them all, but I realized I don't have to. I can actually do the math. So here's my box of Lego bricks. I'm doing as many as I can. So we can fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then kind of 3 rows of it. See how that looks here? So the question is, how does that look when it's closed? This is questionable, but maybe they would let it go, going by the way they let things go these days. Let's just call it that. So that's 1166 times 3 rows. So that's 66, 66, and 66, 6, 12, 18, 1, 6, 12, 18, 19, 198 Lego bricks can fit in here. Okay, now we're going to do it in a cup. You can see with even just half of the box filled, it's almost the whole cup because there's so much wasted space in the cup. So definitely a better deal if they let you close like that, because as we know, those studs, they were popping up over here, and yeah, but not bad.